Good afternoon. My name is Michelle Martinez. I'm the Program Manager for the Southwest Affiliate. In previous videos, we have reviewed how to run reports, including your achievement measures, plus measures, target measures, and also how to run a patient grid. Today, we're going to focus on creating your own report. Most of our reports are configurable measure, which means that AHA has decided which elements should go in each report. But there are some times where your hospital may be concerned with certain data fields, and you would want a way to pull out these measures without having to print several reports. This could be accomplished using the feature of the report writer. So there is a Word document detailing how to pull this report, but right now we're going to go ahead and run through it so you guys could see it. But this document is provided for you at the available link, and you should be able to print this out and have it next to your computer just in case you forget how to print out the report writer and you don't want to have to watch this video again. So we're going to go ahead and start off by doing what we always do and log into IQVIA. Please note the new website address. Once you log in, we're going to follow the same steps we followed to pull our reports. We're going to go ahead and select the report icon. And now we're going to, instead of going to the usual configurable measure reports, which are the ones that we have pre-selected for you, now we're going to go to report writer. You will see this new screen. Right now, we're going to go ahead and start a new one, but eventually at the end of it, you have the option to save, so it becomes one of these icons. So we're going to go ahead and select the new icon, and it's going to give you options on how you want to display your data. Depending on what kind of data you want to pull, some of these elements may be more helpful than others. For now, I actually just want to pull a patient list and just add a few metrics on there. So I'm going to go ahead and select a patient list. Next. And it might take a few seconds. There we go. Now we have to define our population. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to go ahead and include all my patients, but you do have the option to exclude patients or include only certain patients. So if we were to include certain patients, you go ahead and select the second one, and then you have several fields to pick from. For now, we're going to go ahead and just keep it simple, and we're going to include all our patients. Click the next button. Our next option is to select the output fields that you would like, and this is where it gets a little bit more complex. So we're going to go ahead and select what elements we want. So we want them from our stroke with the guideline stroke, and now you have every single element on that form. So if I was just, let's say I'm going to do age, and you must add it, so go ahead and select the add button. I want a graph with my patient grid number with age. I want to know their gender. Maybe I'm trying to decipher if there is a gender gap in my care. Let's go ahead and select another field. And every single field on that data sheet would be here. So if you already know which ones you want, great, and go ahead and search. Unfortunately, they're not in alphabetical order. They're in the order as they appear on the graph. So let's say I wanted field 11 because I know that was a special field that I selected. So I'm going to go ahead and select those three options. This is going to be a report created by all the measures I've selected. So go ahead and select the next button. And it gives you more options to complete. So use only forms saved as complete. Some of the forms you don't always save them as complete because you haven't entered all the data. You could go ahead and filter out incomplete forms, or just go ahead and select just the completed forms. Each patient may have multiple instances on this form. Select which instance to use. I want to go ahead and use the first, or you could just use all. These are our repeat patients. Select the age. So if I only wanted to look at one specific quarter, one particular year, this is where you filter those patients out. I'm going to go ahead and keep it as all dates. And I'm going to go ahead and push next. This is where you get to save your report. So if you want to give it a special title, I'm going to choose test report number 1. And if you click the save button, it will end up in that selection. I'm going to go ahead and pick save. Oh, and you must also enter a description. and go ahead and save it. And now you would see that it pulled all my patients I had. So I had 2 patients entered at that time. The age I selected. The site number is by default, so you always know that that is your hospital. The gender, and there was actually nothing in my field 11. But this is a great way to go ahead and just pre-select the measures you're interested in for your particular hospital. The good thing also about this is not only can you print it out in this format, but you could also export it to Excel or export to CVC. This is a great way to customize your own reports depending on the needs of your hospitals. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact your director.